fuck. I hit the wrong button right away. Man, it's gonna be that kind of stream, isn't it? Hang on. Wait a second. Wait, here we are. Hi, everyone. Good morning. How are you? Thank you so much, everyone, for resubscribing. I think I saw from Beans and PETA and Gemini and Zenny. Rakazia cheered. PETA gifted a bunch of subs. Our alerts are fucked today, and I don't know why.
I'll handle the rubies.
Maybe they're not fucked after all. I spent the better part of like 13 minutes Hey, what the hell? I was looking at the bot. I was like, everything should be working. Why isn't it working? I'm running test alerts in Stream Element. Nothing is working.
I'll handle the rubies.
I hate it here. I hate it here. I love you here. Also, Amaroth, thank you so much for your amazing cheer. OBS will not let me scroll down to read your full message. But I saw on Discord that it was your birthday, and I don't think I wished you a happy birthday. So happy birthday! You better have a good one. What are your plans? What are you doing? Let me know. How are you celebrating? Let's hear it. Here's $20, literally the only streamer I watch. Thank you. When I get the ability, I used to be able to scroll to click the like to mouse wheel down in this window, and now I can't. Now it's just like locking me to the top like 10 lines. So that's cool. But I'll read this later, and I'll come back to you. That's right. There's no escape. Triska, thank you so much for subscribing. And Rakazi, thank you for your second cheer. My plans are enjoying streams and playing with yes, good plans. I still need more Loggy. I still need more Steve. I still need an assortment of other critters and creatures. And as the title suggests, I think today I want to practice GUNLANCE. I think I want to experiment a little bit with Lance's more explosive cousin. Now, I love Lance. Lance is probably like my second favorite weapon in the game. I can't tell if my affinity for Lance has predisposed me to success with the Church of Boom or heresy with the church. Like, it's one or the other. I'm not sure what kind of acolyte I'm going to become. I fear there may be a shunning in my future, but we'll see. Yes, yeah, literally. The only reason I'm like, maybe we should learn GUNLANCE is because of the corn popper. Yes, because of the corn. Frigid, thank you so much for gifting those 10 subs out. Oh my gosh, you're amazing. Thank you, Frigid. How have you been? How's your weekend shaping up to be if it's Friday for you? So that's people tell me that it's much more aggressive than Lance's, and in my head I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, how? It doesn't make any sense because I'm really aggressive on Lance. Hey is right. Hi Dapper, thank you so much for almost at, oh my god, so many of you were almost at like 6 months. Half a year. I can't believe that. Half a year. It's coming. It's happening. Better be there. Oh, bet. Yeah. So my expectation for today is that I'll spend a little bit of time in the training arena, just kind of like pushing buttons, learning what buttons do, right? Like a 2-year-old experimenting with shapes for the first time. And and then sorry, I mentioned I brought up a 2-year-old and a friend of a friend has a baby. And she's probably closer to like 4 at this point. But she's picked up this shtick, and I'm going to tell it to all of you because I think it's hilarious. And she has no idea how funny she is. She's developed this habit where she'll come up to you and she'll say, I have a secret. And sometimes the secret that she shares is really positive, and it's like, I love you. And it's like, oh, that's so sweet. And sometimes the secret she shares is devastating. Like, I don't like when you say boring things. Dude, if a 4-year-old girl said that to me, I think I'd just fucking leave the function. I think I'd drive home. She has no idea how funny she is. No one can let her know. No one can let her know. They're so fucking funny, Triska. Yeah, I once had a 6-year-old tell me to my face, "You're not cute," and I was like, "What the hell?" I've never lived that one down. I've never lived it down. But brutally, it's brutal. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. GUNLANCE is the tie for favorite with Lance. 2 types of GUNLANCE.
I won.
Everyone else, I don't know what that means. Roasting me, and like, why? What have I done to you, child? Why is there enmity between us? I need diplomatic relations with elementary school children. Yeah, it's tough out here. We are gunlancing, RC. We are gunlancing. So my expectation for today's stream is that it will be a little bit shorter. I'm gonna want to call things around like 3:30, I think. I'm feeling really good today, but the last couple of days were really hard because it got to the point where I'd been on prescription painkillers for so long. They started doing bad things to my body, started having a lot of tummy problems. So the last couple of days was really uncomfortable. Today is a good day. I can laugh mostly without pain, which is great. Stretching, abrupt movements, twisting and stuff, that's still kind of like, bleh. But I feel really good today, and I want to make sure I don't overdo it. So I imagine we'll call things around like 3:30. Probably the first like 40 minutes of stream are going to be me in the training arena, reviewing the weapon, reading some of the combos, getting input from chat as to how it should handle. And then I think I'll probably just open us up to community hunts right away. We'll start with small things. If there's any, I'm not going to throw myself into tempered monsters straight away. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. So I'll go through my wish list and see if there's anything I need, materials I might need from lower difficulty monsters, things like that. And we'll kind of just like see what we can do. I don't expect there to be a world where I am Arc-Tempered Tuna ready on GUNLANCE today, but if the community wants to do some tuna hunts, I'm happy to switch to dual blades. No wraths ever, Gemini. Fucking hate that monster. I'm sick of that monster. I'm sick of her shit. I want her out of my house. Go home. Get out. You 3 shelling types. Normal, long, and wide. Each are different and have their own strengths and weaknesses. Okay, so kind of like coatings then for bow users. How you can apply one, they do different things. They have slightly different effects. I think I remember people, when I was learning bow, I think I remember people telling me that like there were like 1 or 2 coatings that were widely considered to be like the best. I'm not sure if that's the same with GUNLANCE, but highly recommend Camatrice and ooh, well, we're gonna have to see what we've got in the box, right? So we'll probably roll up into the training arena and be like, surely we purchased at least 1 GUNLANCE from Santiago, who comes in with the support ship, and we'll pilfer, we'll paw through our accoutrements, pick one that's pretty, probably completely ignoring any kind of mechanical benefits or features it may have, and then just start practicing. Guardian Arcveld gunman used to be. Alejo, do you think I can craft the elote? Because if I can, that's what I'm going to use immediately, like straight away. If I can craft that, that will just be what we use. Oh yeah, Respawn, it's Corn Popper. That's the only reason I want to learn this weapon. They dropped Corn Popper on me and I went, really good design, actually. Oh no. Personally recommend the Nursilla GUNLANCE. Wide shell is best. Dapper's saying normal's the best, but then put LOL in parentheses. This makes me think they're doing a bit. Hey Grimlock, what's going on? I need tickets from the Rathian and Conga event. Start with an Ardian with a skin of... Yeah, still haven't touched Ardian weapons. Certainly not going to touch them for the first time on a weapon I am experimenting with. So that will come later. The bit is that they're all good. But I have a preference for normal. Pastel likes normal a lot. Okay. Have you checked out the Monster Hunter Stories 3 trailer? No. What is that? What's Monster Hunter Stories? What's going on? What is this? Stories is the Rider game. It's the RPG side game where monsters are your friends. It's Monster Hunter, but Pokemon. It's a spin-off game. Very different gameplay, but set in the Monster Hunter universe. Wait, this sounds super fun. You tame them instead of just fighting them. You fight alongside the monsties. The monsties are your friends. The trailer came out yesterday for the third game. Wait, I kind of want to watch this. No, wait, fuck. Okay, hang on. I hate impulsively setting up like browser scenes because inevitably I end up doxing myself and then I have to private the VOD and like go into YouTube and like cut a certain part out. Could I do that? I could do this on break maybe. Double check to make sure all of our scenes should, everything should be set up still from the last time we streamed TU2. Stories 2 is on sale right now. The what's it called? The showcase. We streamed the showcase. And I don't think I changed anything. I just had to make sure that I close the window beforehand and then open up a new one. Trailer's not too long. But if I need to save for later, we could do it tomorrow also. So when hold on. When is this coming out? Bit more aimed at a younger audience. Okay, but still fun. Played the first and the second a good way through. Both previous stories game 2026. Okay, so that's I was like, that's next year. And while that's true, it's really more like 4 months away. I did not appreciate that realization. Yeah, let's roll a d20 and see how much psychic damage I just took. 3 looks a bit more mature than the other 2. In what way? Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. And studio, thank you so much for subscribing. At least in art direction. Yeah, Zenny, it's that one meme where like you PayPal someone and see their dead names. You're just like, I do not see it. I do not see it. You steal eggs from monster dens to hatch into baby monsters. I'm a poacher. You don't need to play Stories 1 to play and enjoy 2. They're loosely connected. Art direction is more mature. And there's a war going on? Seems to have older player characters. And the monsties are larger to scale. What kind of war? Wait a minute. Is this set in where is, like, are we set in the Forbidden Lands? Are we set in a totally different environment? Human v human conflict is new. I assumed it would be more like a monster war. It's human civilizations in conflict. It's Alt-Monhun. Okay, different universe. I'm wondering, I'm like, are there connections? I'm like getting ready to put on like my jeweler's glasses with like the multi-lensed frames. Alt universe with no connection. Wait, but that still sounds really fun. We should look at this. I feel it'll make me feel bad because poor video editor and moderator Al Austin got out the Rathian incident. And then I was like, hey, do you think we could, that's what I forgot to do. Hang on. And then I was like, hey, do you think we could also do like the Flame Fate reaction? And Alex, deprived as they are of sleep and motivation, said, okay. And then I said, you did, yeah, we got a video a week for 2 weeks and I don't need any more. Like, we're good for a couple weeks. You can take a break. And now people are like, react to this trailer. And I'm sitting here like, that will require Al Austin's help. Because I don't edit the videos because I hate it. I don't like to listen to my voice. I don't like to look at my face. But if you have not seen it, we did get up our Flame Fate reaction on YouTube. Let me see if I can pin this comment. Twitch does not let me pin my own comments. That's crazy. Do we have a mod in chat who can pin that for me? Anytime I try, they're like, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. And I'm like, why? Kate got me. Let's go. I know. Allison is fucking killing it. They are ruling the scene. I would not be able to do any of this without them. So it's a really fun one, I think. I think my opinions about Flame Fade are strongly positive. This is my favorite seasonal event that they've done by a lot, which is not a tacit indemnification of the spring event. I really enjoyed that. That was good material. But Flame Fate for me is just gave me everything I wanted. Checked all the boxes. Satisfied all of my cravings. Sexy handlers, you know. People have said that the autumn event is usually kind of like Halloween themed. And I need to speak manifestation into the universe. Because I need something very specific from whatever seasonal event they do in autumn. If it's like a little bit like, ooh, like spooky. I need Alma in a witch outfit. And I need Eric as a vampire. And if Capcom gives me those things for a Halloween event, first of all, sploosh. Secondly, that will be the favorite event, and it doesn't matter what they ever give me, nothing can top it. Like, that will be it forever. Just me and title update 3. Like, that's it. Literally. And like, Gemma's the werewolf, or even I can see Gemma as like kind of like Frankenstein monstery. I think that could be really cute. You know, with like fake stitches and stuff. I think that could be really, or like almost like do you see the vision? Because I see the vision. I'm not normal about the vision, actually. But so watch Eric just have a pill. No, Roseanne, regrettably, that would only make me want him more. If his costume is dog ass bullshit, I would only want him more. And that's the thing, like we talk about it. Because if your hunter does like one of the dance emotes around the handler will also dance. And we have not seen Alma's reaction to this, but Eric's dance, his pathetic little wet dog, go white boy, go jig. I swear to God, he's just like, and it's so awful. A rhythmless creature. And I need him in my bedroom. Like the dorkier he becomes, the more sexually I want to treat him. He's so he's great. I love him. I love these characters. I love this game. I love this cast. Eric will just be a pumpkin. Wait, but why is it cute though? One Tumblr post about falling for dumbasses and dumbass, but he's not a dumbass. He's just awkward. And that's what makes me like clench my fist and I start like shaking with rage and lust. Yeah, that's it. Hey, yo! I got class. Go to class, Glitch. I'll catch you later. I can't not fuck him. Exactly. That's it. 100%. But since I anticipate this stream will be a little bit shorter and potentially a little slower, at least in the beginning, as I get more familiar with GUNLANCE stuff, I would like to take us into the game sooner rather than later. So I'll switch over my windows right now and we'll get situated. Bear which we are learning cornhole today. Corn popper? No, cornhole is a game with bean bags, right? You like throw the bean bag in the hole. Catch a lot of my wife because I'm stuck in the wage cage. Found your channel the day you came back from your medical break. I'm loving the content and I hope you're feeling better. Nathan, thank you so much. I hope that the wage cage is treating you well. And someone on Twitch just asked how I'm feeling. I'm doing much, much better. Yeah, I'm officially 2 weeks out of surgery. The last couple days were really hard because prolonged use of painkillers started causing some other issues like tummy problems. So the last couple days I was really uncomfortable for a different reason. But as of today, I feel really good. Yeah, like I'm laughing and I'm moving. I noticed I tried to stretch to get something out of the top shelf of the cupboard and I was like, ooh, probably shouldn't do that. Or like I twisted to get something and I was like, ooh, probably shouldn't do that. But as of today, I'm feeling this is the best I've felt in a couple days. So this is a victory and I'm going to take it. Yeah, which is really good. Because I'm the type of person where if I feel bad for more than like 72 hours, my brain is just like, you'll feel this way forever. This is your new normal. This is the life that you will lead until you die. So it's like, if I'm sick and I have a sore throat for like 4 days, I'm just like, I'll never swallow peacefully again. Like, I'm just gonna know pain for the rest of my life until life stops and the sun drops out of the sky and the universe dies. Like, this is everything. This is it. It's pain forever. So it's nice for me to be on the mend. Yeah, I'm a big baby, but my pain tolerance is really high. So, but it's like for serious things, my pain tolerance is really high, but minor inconveniences for me are just like day ruining. Like, I have a headache, bed for 7 hours. I have a tummy ache, heating pad, couch, shows, 5 hours. Like, just completely out of commission. But then something serious happens, and I'm like, well, I guess I just ate too much pie, and I go about my daily life until my friend is like, will you please go to urgent care because I think your appendix is gonna explode. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should actually. Soup's so good. The Mizu pendant is out. I'm gonna need to claim that. And wait a minute. So is the Uthduna timed quest out? I won't be able to do that myself, but I would like to be backpacked for it. Do we have any capable hunters who would like to put a small bird in their backpack? Or let me, like, nest in their hair, like, perch on their shoulder, carry me through? It is. So who volunteers to suffer? Who wants to go into timed tuna as a party of 3? Because I won't count. If you're feeling masochistic, hit me up because I want the stuff. I will backpack. Amaroth volunteers. How do we not have a crow backpacking? Hang on. I need to make a note to myself right now. Crow backpack emote's actually adorable. Sure, why not? Good attitude, Alphabet. I like it. I'm not as useless. Well, I don't know. Tuna and Logi are giving me some problems. I feel very confident on certain monsters and their movesets, but those monsters are not included. Yeah. And it's so interesting to me how different playstyles and the way different people approach the game can reveal inherent, like, strengths and weaknesses. Because we have a lot of people in the community that are like, Steve is the worst. I hate that bird. He's awful. And I'm just like, I don't think he's so bad. But you put me in with Logi. Logi is one of the only, like, hunts that I've actually failed. I failed Zoshia. I failed Logi. And I failed Arch-Tempered, Raydao, and Tuna. But it's like, that's not a lot of quests. They just give me trouble, and they hit like trucks. Freight trains coming right into my body. Steve is a wretched bird, and I love him. I know, but I don't have enough Logi mats to craft the Logi armor right now. But when we get them, and maybe we can do some Logi hunts on GUNLANCE if we try them on simpler monsters, and I become quite capable, and I feel like a formidable contributive force, because I don't want to be dead weight in the party. But I'm learning a new weapon, so I expect I may become the dead weight anyway. Grimlock, they want a lot of stuff. Yeah, I felt like it was easier to craft Mizu in comparison. Maybe it's just because there's 2 monsters this time around, and I think when Mizu dropped, it was just Mizu. I don't think there was another monster dropped in tandem. I think it was just Mizu. So maybe it feels like more grinding because it's quite literally double the work this time around. But it feels like they want a lot of stuff. And those shock spikes, not easy to get. I loved the Mizu set. No, Bear Witch, I won't hear slander against one of my favorite monsters. Also a Leviathan. I'm a Leviathan enthusiast. I like them long and slinky. Jindahad, Logi, Mizu. I like them. These are good monsters. These are good monster skeletons. Selfishly, I want to see like 1 billion more Leviathans. I'm sick of flying wyverns. Get these flying wyverns away from me. But need Logi and a Duna gem and a plate. RC says they did make the mats harder to get. Didn't have much to offer stats-wise. Okay, that I will take. Because I can distinctly remember when we started learning Lance, the highest rarity Lance that we had available to us to craft was a Mizu. And I remember feeling like I just wasn't really getting like I'm seeing other people do like really cool guards and I'm trying to do the same thing and I feel like I'm taking damage. And eventually it revealed to me that not only were my decos like really subpar, but also that potentially the Mizu Lance didn't have like the best latent skills for like power guarding or something like that. Which is interesting because this was, keep in mind, this is before I really learned that weapon skills mattered in any kind of functional way. I didn't actually start looking at builds until fucking high rank. Like this was something that happened. Like it didn't click for me. I would just put things on and we would just go, which is an insane strategy, but paid off somehow. So thanks for responding to my last video. Yeah, I try to respond to everyone or like as many comments as I can. Nice to engage with people who are enjoying the game. Join the Lance skill. I love Lance. Lance is my go-to secondary weapon. Usually it's like sometimes my curiosity will win and I'll just be like, oh, let's try this weapon just because I wonder how it feels. And that's kind of how we felt about bow and longsword, which I will eventually need to revisit, and hunting horn. But Lance, I had completely ignored until we got most of the way through the high rank story. And when we met Fabius, people were like, they're doing like the pog point. They're like, that's the Ace Lanter from 4 years. Ace Lanter? I got caught in between saying Hunter and Lancer, and it came out Lanter? The Ace Lanter? Whatever. That's the Ace Lancer from 4U. And I'm like, oh, that'd be sick. Do you think we'll hunt with him? And people are like, no, like he's retired. He's a professor now. And I'm like, man, I guess I'm going to have to play 4U to see what he was like in his prime. And then you find Goran Fabius suits up with you and he comes out with the bearable lance. And as soon as that happened, I was just like, I have to learn lance. I have to see what it's like. I have to know. Fabius is the coolest. If he uses that weapon, it's gotta fuck. Like, I have to know. And we try. It's awesome. We tried Lance and it's awesome. It's so I'm in your face. There's nothing you can fucking do about. Bah! Hit! Bah! Ha! I got. There's nothing. Oh, are you running away? I'm literally chasing after you. There's nowhere for you to go. There's no sanctuary you can retreat to where I will not follow. I love Lance. Great weapon. Great weapon. I didn't upgrade my weapon. I didn't upgrade my armor until Arch-Tempered Raydao. Yeah, we went through Zoshia on like rarity 5 weapons, which is part of the reason we carded to him so many times. But Lance gameplay really do be like, that tickled. Anyway, there's nothing sexier in the game than Power Clash. It's the best feeling in the world, but it becomes progressively harder to get. And you know what's fun every time I see it and do it? Focus Strike on a dual blade. So it's just like, that's just constant stimulation. Whereas the game wants me to keep fucking working for power. Give it to me. Give it to me. I want it. I want it. Returning to the wage cades. Bye, Entrots. Have a good rest of your day. I like offsets, but they are harder for me to proc, I suppose would be the word for that, because it requires a little bit of anticipation as to what the monster is about to do. And I find that for many monsters, I just don't have that level of awareness yet. Like, I'm quite comfortable in the game and the way that it handles and on many hunts, but I find that like to get offsets regularly and purposefully, you have to be really familiar with the movesets in a way that I just am not at this point in time. But it might come. Also, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the community. I said I was going to launch the game, and then I got distracted talking about Lance. It's really easy to get me distracted talking about Lance. Hang on. I'm actually going to launch it now. Give me a second. Bonk. Okay, we're good. And I've got tea. I've got chapstick. I've got my controller. Raycon is a great Gunlance guide on YouTube. Really? He's the Gunlancer as far as I'm concerned. I might have if we synergize with Gunlance and I feel like it's the type of thing I want to learn better because I want to use it regularly, I'll probably need to look that up. Gunlance is fun. Loading up bullets and shooting, at least it's easier than Charge Blade. I think I mentioned this last week. I queued up for an arena quest or something, and I misread one of the weapon icons. I thought it was hammer, so I went in thinking I was getting hammer, and I got switch axe and charge blade instead as a duo set, and I didn't know what was going on. I felt like I had been motherfucking isekai'd. I was like, I'm hitting buttons, but they're not really doing what I think that they're doing, and there's like these images in the top left that fill up sometimes. I don't fucking know what that means. I like slipped into a fugue state. I have no idea. I think I might have just like, I tried to read the weapon guide in the corner and I was just like, yeah, this is not happening. It was tough. Eventually, we'll make it a thing. My vacation Palico! There are ears on his hat. None of you can see this, can you? There are wow. Yes. My Palico's straw hat has ear holes for him. Love this game. Learn one monster really well. Helps you learn future monsters if you can figure out your optimal way to discover mon patterns. That's helpful, actually. Like, it's sad to say, but it's like, I feel like there are a couple of monsters I feel like I know really well, but it's like Chotacabra. And then there are some monsters whose patterns I know I will never learn, like Rathian, because I'm so overwhelmed with hatred whenever I fight her. All I want to do is just hit her enough that she dies really fast, and then I end up poisoned and fucking she front flips on me. It's like a whole thing. You've added the phrase leering pervert to my comment. Good. Yeah, it's like I'm not looking respectfully. I'm ogling salaciously. These are not the same. Also, Felix, thank you for gifting 5 more subs out. I really appreciate it. Did I not turn my controller on, or did I turn it on and did it die immediately? Okay, maybe I just didn't turn it on. We might be good. Yes. We'll start in single player, and then I'll post a lobby code on Discord. Rathian's moveset is fairly straightforward. She does. I'm walking here. She's a diagonal. I literally, if you like, gun to my head, I could only be like, yeah, she has the I'm walking here charge, and then she goes up in the air and she does the flip, and sometimes she flips twice just to piss me off. That's all I got for her. I love the hub. I love the event. It's so good. How am I doing on buff? 30 minutes on buff, which is great. I have a successful mission that we need to report to Kanya because I caught a fish in the lake by the floating Wudwud that she desired, apparently. All I do is win. And then if I don't think I can craft the corn popper. But if I can, that should be what we use. So give me just a second.
How can I serve?
Is it workshop? I need 2 Flame Fate catalogs. Do you think I'm gonna get like 1 or 2 as a login bonus? Because that would be awesome. Barrel bowling. Okay, that's a voucher and a ticket. Okay, so I need catalogs. Check the Muse Cat! Yes, we will do that also. Only get them from the event quest. And the event quest is... Look at the cat sign! Look at the cat sign! Hi, Kibby. You have a special reward for me? Yeah, let's see it. Oh, these are just tickets. Yeah, so I need the catalog. It's Rathian. Are you serious? Okay, well, you know we're gonna have to go in and see what this looks like. All right.
Right. I'm here. You need me.
Thanks, buddy. I love you. Okay, let me see what that looks like. And let me change out my, yeah, let me change out the balloon regardless. Because I feel like I should be wearing like a propeller hat and carrying around a big lollipop whenever I see it. So it's Wrath and Congalala. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Okay. Well. Absolutely hilarious somehow that I can layer wife. Ooh, yes. Yes. I look like I have wings. We'll rock this as layered. And then where's my new pendants? Ooh, they're pretty. Oh, the Mark of Bravery is really nice. Ooh. Oh, but if I use this, I can't have my running bird. Triska, no. I'm hoping that they'll bring it back because I know that they've mentioned that a lot of the older events will return for the festivals, and I think we're getting our next festival in September, which is next month. What the fuck? Oh, I hated that. September should be like 6 months away. Put the bird on the... Can I do that? Aha! Wait, so hang on. Hold on. This is very important. If I put bird on the sacred and bird also on me, do I get 2 ADHD birds? Yeah. Do I get 2 of them, or is it only ever 1? Bird maxing. Yeah, we might need to bird max this, but I will look to see if there is another pendant that might be more summery, because I am trying to lean into the summer vibes of it all. We did, yeah, but I couldn't customize the colors in a way that I really wanted. What I meant to do this week was buy some of the DLC, and then I forgore, so. Yeah, do I have something that might be like... Well, that's cute. Something that might be just like a little more summery. Maybe not. Kitty? The flowers aren't awful. I don't want anything that glows. The Mark of Gratitude's actually pretty cute. That's a tough call. Is there a Flame Fate plush? It was right there all along, and I literally just saw it. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna bird max. I want multiple birds. Yep. And then I want my default colors for the shades because I think they look great. Yes. Yes! Or maybe we want to make the lenses dark and the frames really bright. Yes! Yes! And then... What if could I do like a seafoam green maybe? What would that look like? I'm on vacation. And then if I set this back to default, good. The red is actually very striking. So yeah, we'll leave it, or no, we'll do pink because that'll match the shades. And then pant-wise, we don't really look like we get a lot of change on this. Maybe we can do something like lavender. Okay, that changes the sandals. So we'll make that seafoam as well. Yeah, I wish we could change like the waist piece. But this ain't so bad. Mix and match. Yes. We're ready for summer! Free birds. 5, including the sacred, and me. Yeah, I need to see what it looks like with like, here's my little bird and my, he doesn't stop moving. Oh, we force him to run in place? Now I kind of feel bad for him. Let him rest. All right, I will take us back to base camp so I can check out the training arena really quickly. Fair choice. I don't force him. He likes it. Hey, Dominique, what's going on? The tuna do be oofing, though. I really like the way this bird looks. Yeah. Hi, Eric. Hello. What do I have in my thing? Let's see. We'll change equipment. We'll do secondary. So I've got the Princess Panoply and the Hard Hitter. Oh, but it's layered, so I can't see what it looks like. Well, oh, because I didn't change my weapon. I'm a fool. I'm a loser. I'm away from this game for a week and I forget how to play. This is fucking Rathian, isn't it? Princess Panoply. What? Hard hitter? What weapon is that's Gypseros. Okay. I wondered. I was like, I couldn't figure out which monster this would be from. Poison, and they're both poison? Well, this one has more attack, so maybe we use this. It's not cute, though. So, and yeah, I'm going to piss everybody off by taking actual notes as I review this. So we've got 4 Ys. Y times 4 as our base combo. And then if we want to burst, there's YB into Y into B. And full blast is B forward Y, YB, Y. Okay, let's see what the weapon guide has to say about this. Panoply might be better, but it's also Rathian, so like, bleh. Okay, so we've got 3 pages. We've got the lateral thrust, which chains. So that's probably our standard Y times 4 combo. We've got lunging up thrust if we're moving forward, which we can chain into overhead smash, burst fire, or wide sweep. Okay. This is an attack that fires my can. So, am I mostly hitting or am I mostly shooting? Difficult to learn combo path-wise. Yeah, like, I'm gonna suck at it, so the stakes are pretty low, but I'm happy to suck at it for a little bit until we see maybe if it's something that we want to improve on. Both. You go back and forth. So does the cannon need to, like, charge up, or can I do it whenever I want? Mistake, full blast is Y and B after a wide sweep. And a wide sweep is always Y. Okay. Shoot, then reload. Small boom whenever. Okay, what about big boom? Basically, YB, YB, YB with blocking as needed. There's a big cannon and then, like, regular artillery. Okay. Wyvern fire recharges over time. Worm stake needs to be reloaded. I shell with B. And we can charge it by holding it down. Rising slash, sure. And we can guard. We can guard with this weapon? It's a gun and a shield? Press Y while guarding to perform guard thrust. And if we successfully perfect guard, press Y. Okay. Well, obviously gun lance, but like I figured the introduction of gun would have changed a little bit more, maybe. Big boom recharges faster with small booms. Okay. 3 types of shelling. Watching my bird in the front with his little feet. Patter, 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 patter. 3 types of shelling. Normal, wide, and long. Normal has the most capacity. Wide make for more powerful shelling and wyvern fire attacks. Long shells are more powerful for cannon. Okay. Shells are required to perform shelling attacks specifically. Each shot consumes 1 shell. You can quickly refill them by using reload. And required for cannon. Consumed each time cannon is fired. This gauge must be filled in order to use Wyvern's Fire. A powerful attack that inflicts fire element damage and can penetrate through a monster's hide. Recovers automatically, but can also be filled by landing hits. A full gauge will allow you to perform Wyvern's Fire twice. 1 instance consumes half the gauge. Okay. And then these are just like my recommended combos? Y. B. Which, this is exactly what I wrote down. I didn't expect it to like snap together. Okay, I'm gonna hit a couple of times. Okay, but I'm not shooting anything. How did I do that? How did I do that? Reload. You've got to reload. Okay, how do I reload? Reload to get, so do I reload by doing damage, or like, is that like a specific button? R2. Okay. Hang on. So there's guard. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna need to reload quite frequently while playing GUNLANCE. Right trigger. Yeah, I heard R2 and I just started hitting bumper and I was like, something's not right. Either chat's fed me misinformation or I'm stupid. Guess which one it was. So now that I've reloaded, if I do this again. And then I reload. And I can guard. Okay. This weapon might be kind of cool, actually. This is kind of like titillating some of the neurons in my brain. So if I wanted the full blast combo, that would be... So, this is kind of awesome. It's that easy. It can't be that easy. There's no way. That's the combo. That's it. Just Y and B repeatedly. The most fun combo is YB over and over again. Why? That's why. But then I would still need to take breaks to reload, right? No? Do I not need to take breaks to reload? Now hold R2. Dude, this fucking bird, oh my god. Okay, so Big Boom comes out faster after using the stake. So it's regular shells and then Wyvern stake and then Wyvern fire. It'll take me a little bit to keep those separate in my brain because to me it's all just like fucking explosion. Only really need to press YB twice. YB, B, B, YB, B. Have I seen the trailer of Monster Hunter Story? No! I didn't even know a trailer came out. So I'm thinking that either today towards maybe like the end of stream or tomorrow. Kind of like depending on how I'm feeling. I would like to see it. I'd like to react to it. I think that could be really fun to share with the community. Yeah, I don't know. And it's not too long. So hopefully it wouldn't overly burden poor sleep-deprived moderator and video editor Al Austin, who yearns for a break and who has not received one. They're like, can I stop editing video? And I'm like, no, I need flame fade. And then I was like, okay, now you're done. And now the community's like, trailer came out. And I'm like, hey, Alex. I'm like poking them with a stick. I'm like, get up. Wyvern's fire is what Gemma said Werner helped her Are you implying to me that Werner helped develop the GUNLANCE? Either engineering the weapon itself or part of the technology behind it? That's awesome. Helped perfect it 100%. Check out the focus attack. Oh, okay. I'll hit repeatedly to see if I can get just like a wound open really easy. Okay, so there's our wound. Well, there was a wound. Or it was glowing, but it's not anymore. We might have to see Focus Strike on a monster, because I feel like it's always easier. It's this easy. Okay. Oh, I'm destroying the wounds with my gun. That's the problem. Okay, because Werner loves explosions! Didn't conceive the weapon, but made it a lot better. The reason you have 2 charges on that, and how you can refresh it by attacking. Before, it's only 1 charge, and you need time to cool off. No, literally, Sassy. I'm like jingling the bars of Al Austin's cell. I'm like, get up. You really? Yeah. Let's set the dummy to always, or I'll just have to like. There we go. Okay, and then if I want Focus Strike. Is this a safe space? Okay, let me set it to attack. I thought we'd need a lot more time in the training zone. But kind of like right away, the weapon feels good. So, you can reload your stake before focus. Full control of Hunter and Lance while doing it. Press swing and B and Y repeatedly, or use Wyvern Fire. That's right, because you can charge the shells. After stakes, you can press. Okay, to finish the combo, R2 and YB. And stake is going to be that, like, movement, and then the big fire is boom, right? Focus strike automatically reloads. Charging fires all shells at once. Does have some finer points, but you get to blow stuff up the whole time. Pressing B immediately after firing will quickly reload your shells. Okay. Use lunging thrust for movement. Pretty slow, but you can move relatively quickly in straight-ish lines. And that's gonna be... Yeah, that's our lunge. Okay, okay. So, yeah, here's what I'm thinking. This just feels good immediately. I don't really feel like I need to do, like, complex math equations or study a thesis before I'm prepared to use this. I think we're just ready to hunt. Yeah, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take our first break, and I'm going to make some tea. I will get us set up in a lobby. If you are a Twitch sub, I will post the lobby code in Discord in the sub zone, and we can get people in here for GUNLANCE practice. Yeah. Yeah. I'll scroll through and see what I need. I'll try to start with simpler monsters first. If we end up with Loggy and Steve and Rathian event for my corn popper, then so be it. I really want the corn popper, actually. So, okay. Give me a minute. Let me get this set up. Enjoy the music while it plays, and we'll be back when the song is over. Okay. I'll be back. Hey everyone, welcome back. I swung by the support ship on my way to the Grand Hub to set us up for our lobby. And you will all be infuriated to learn that Santiago has sold me yet another commission ticket. I don't know what to do with all of the commission tickets I'm stockpiling. Like, I've got all the full armor and the babble speed. It's like, what else could I possibly use with these? What do I think of the fit? Nice. Nice. Wow. Panda looking absolutely amazing. Panda, I'm so used to seeing your face, your cute face. It's like, oh, you look really good, actually. Ah, I forget I'm on screen. When I up down people, it's visible. You all know. Craft the greatsword. Wait, there's a special greatsword? Are there commission versions for every tree or just lance and greatsword? Let me